They don't tell you about their ex for closure. They tell you so you'll forgive them faster when they do the same shit to you. When an avoidant tells you about their ex, listen carefully. That story ain't about the past, it's a preview. They'll paint that person like a villain. Talk about how crazy they were, how they always wanted too much, how they couldn't just chill. And you'll sit there thinking, I'm nothing like that. I'll love them better. But give it time. They'll train you to become exactly what they describe. Avoidants love to preload their guilt. They plant their excuses early. So when they start disappearing, withholding, and playing victim, you won't call it manipulation. You'll call it their trauma. They'll talk about their ex crying, and you start promising you'll never do that. They'll talk about how their ex was insecure, and now you're fighting your own intuition just to look secure. They groom you through their ex's ghost. You become the understanding one, the cool one, the one who don't trip when they disappear for days, the one who don't ask questions when their phone face down at dinner. But really, you just became another chapter in the same damn book. Avoidants don't want peace, they want patterns that they can control. They repeat relationships like reruns because repetition makes them feel safe. They already know how the story ends, so they make sure the plot stays the same. Every argument you have feels like deja vu, because it is. You're fighting ghosts from their past, people who never apologized, people who probably tried to warn you, but you didn't believe it because they convinced you you were different. You weren't different, you were just next. They'll run the same emotional script until you start glitching in the same exact way. Then they'll stand back like, see, you just turned out just like the others. No, you didn't turn out, you were molded. You were conditioned by manipulation that looked like vulnerability. And that's what makes it so evil. They don't even hide it. They literally tell you to play and still act shocked when you recognize it later. They'll tell you that their ex was jealous, so you bite your tongue when something feels off. They'll tell you their ex nagged, so you start shrinking your own needs down to crumbs. And by the time you realize you were starving, they're already moved on to their next listen. Here's the truth. Avoidants don't want healing, they want history. Because history gives them power. Every relationship is a remake of the same trauma film they refuse to stop directing. So when they tell you about their ex, don't listen for pain, listen for patterns. Because they're not warning you, they're confessing. Grab the avoidant effect. It'll teach you how to decode these patterns, spot the recycled manipulation, and stop being cast in sequels to stories that were never yours to begin with. Because at some point, you gotta stop being the next victim in their loop and become the plot twist they didn't see coming, the one that finally ends their cycle. Think about it.